Motivated by their experiences as military veterans from the Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force, the co-founders of Four Branches Bourbon set out on a different kind of mission: to craft an exceptional bourbon that honors the extraordinary sacrifices of all those who serve in the shadows, and to share their inspiring stories with all generations.
Bourbon is truly the American spirit. It's older than the military. It's been around since the birth of our country. And to me, we're all fighting for personal reasons, honoring our country, friends, family. And bourbon, it just feels right. It fits right. I can't think of a finer spirit to honor comrades gone and comrades still serving, friends and fallen.
Because of the complexity of the spirits industry, the Four Branches partners sought the expertise of Jeff Hopmeyer, founder of the Brindiamo Group, one of the largest bulk bourbon and whiskey suppliers in the world.
We told some people we were looking for bourbon for our new bourbon of Four Branches, and Jeff's name kept coming up. So we did a cold call with Jeff, and I spoke to him and said, we're looking for some particular bourbon. So he said, tell us a little bit about yourself. So I told him myself, my three partners, we're all four of us from four different branches of the service. So that's how the conversation started. And then of course, three of us have a little bit of a CIA background.
Told me he was a ex-CIA guy. And I was like, I'm in. That's it. That's all he had to say, right? Because how many people do I work with that can claim they're from the real Central Intelligence Agency, right? It's like, whatever it is, I'm here, sign me up. I invited him to the house, and he came with himself and his three other guys, and with my own son-in-law being in the Air Force. It was something great that I'd be able to participate in. They came to the house, sat around the table, asked a whole bunch of questions. I think I scared the crap out of them. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's not an easy industry to be in. It's very expensive. You have to plan. I mean, there are lots, just a litany of nuances. Even if you're successful at doing all those, doesn't mean the public is going to like the brand, and doesn't mean anything's going to happen.
As complicated as everything sounds, Jeff just had this way of, making it super easy, and this is next, and after we accomplish this, then you're going to move on to this objective. And he almost talked like a really chilled out military commander. Like he just boom, boom, boom. And everything made sense. He just had a way of putting things that we all four understood and knew instantly, this is the track and this is what we need to accomplish.
We were truly very fortunate to have that relationship with Jeff and his team. With Four Branches Bourbon's relationship with Jeff Hopmeyer, we've really been able to walk right in to one of the country's primary distilleries, which is Bardstown Bourbon Company. And then we met the master distiller from Bardstown Bourbon Company, Steve Nally, and it was awesome.
And when we blended, we were fortunate enough to have their master distiller, Steve Nally, come and take the time and actually help us blend it. And it's kind of funny, we were sitting there and he would take a little taste, wouldn't say anything, take another little taste, and we're all waiting on bated breath, like, what's he gonna say?
And during that whole process, we were standing in a room and we had all of these little bottles, and then we had like thimble size mixes that we're putting in for our blend.
Dan's mixing and Steve's talking to us, and so Dan hands Harold, our sample. Hey, you guys try this. And Harold's like, okay. And he just downs it. And that sample was for all of us to try. And he's like, oh man, you guys, this is really good. And we're like, oh really? Because we can't taste it now because you drank it all. He's like, was I not supposed to drink this? We're like, man, you're supposed to sip it. So we're like, damn it, Harold. And so we're probably gonna have a t-shirt that says, damn it, Harold.
Now that we've been able to share our bourbon with people, and we're getting this kind of feedback that's telling us we're on the right track. And we've just been so encouraged by the individuals who just love the taste. They love the smoothness of it. A constant phrase we hear is it's such a drinkable bourbon. So it does make us feel good that we're on the right path.